Hey everybody, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. If you have seen my past videos and you have been waiting on a new video, I do apologize that it's been like 2 to 3 weeks since I last posted anything. Unfortunately, up where I live in Ohio, we got hit back to back with like 4 different freaking snowstorms. And like the first week it dropped like 8 inches, and then like the next week it dropped like, I don't know, 9 to 10 inches or something total. So it was just kind of crazy all around. The schools were out, but like they still wanted to do virtual stuff. So I was here with my kid trying to do some virtual crap. And we were just trapped in the house for like 2 weeks, but since I had the kid here, I didn't really have time to put anything together and record anything. So that's what I'm doing here today. So this video isn't going to be very long. It's basically just going to be a short video with some Kindle Unlimited recommendations. And then next week I'll have some longer videos for you guys. So yeah, let's get started. Today's video is going to be urban fantasy, paranormal, romance, Kindle Unlimited recommendations. And I have 3 different series that I'm going to talk about with you guys. And each series that I'm going to mention, they have at least 3 or more books in the series. So each of these are actually like established series. It's not just a one-off, you know? So I thought that would be nice. So the first series that I'm going to talk about is called the Jackie Leon series by K.N. Benet. And the first book in this series is called Oathsworn. Now, I would consider this an urban fantasy, and this series has 5 books out so far. And while it is an urban fantasy, there is some romance, but it is very slow burn romance. You're not going to get any romance until I think it's like at the end of book 4, but there's like a lot of buildup. You really get to know the characters in this series, and you start to like just really connect with them, I guess you should say. And let's see, it has like werecats and werewolves, and there's fae, and there's nothing explicit when it does get to the romance. So if you're not all about them sex scenes, this is a good series for you. Okay, it really just glosses over it. Like, you know they do it, but like there's like no like real in-depth talk about it. And there's also like very, very mild profanity. So again, if you're one of the, you know, the ones who doesn't really like profanity, a whole lot of it anyway, and in a book or a series, this is a good series for you. So again, this is the Jackie Leon series by K.N. Benet. Oathsworn is the first book. Now, the second series that I want to talk about is basically the complete opposite of the Jackie Leon series. So the next series I want to talk about is called the Trixie Towers series, and this is by Scarlet Dawn. And the first book in this series is actually called Marvels and Misfits. There are currently 3 books out in this series, with the 4th book supposedly to come out really, really soon. It got held back because of editing, and I don't know, it shouldn't be too much longer. There's no exact date, but I would say maybe by the end of next month, hopefully, because I really want to read the next book. So, and again, as I was saying, this is the complete opposite of the Jackie Leon series. There are lots and lots of steamy scenes in this. This is a fantasy enemies to lovers. And the sex scenes are extremely explicit. There's lots of profanity. The sex is very, very like hate. I would say hate sex. Hate sex. Rough hate sex. That's what is in this. but the characters are really unique. The plot is really unique. I honestly love the series, and I'm really looking forward to the next book. So again, Trixie Tower series by Scarlett Dawn. The first book is Marvels and Misfits. If this sounds kind of like your thing, check it out. The last book I want to talk about, or I should say the last series I want to talk about, is called the Sundance series by C.P. Ryder. And the first book in this is called Spiked. Now there are currently 4 books out, with the 5th book possibly to come out in July. This is an urban fantasy / romance. And this one has mild profanity. There are some sex scenes, but this one's not crazy like the Trixie Towers. So I honestly don't think it's that bad. And this series really has a variety of different kinds of like shifters and beings, and the characters are really developed. I honestly love this book because of how many different kinds of, I don't know, it's really unique. You have like were-gators, you have were-snakes, you know, you got your were-cats of different kinds of were-cats even, like you have your tiger, and I think there's a panther in there too. Then you also have witches, and oh my gosh, the 2 old witches that are in this series are so freaking funny. I laugh so hard. I love the 2 witches in the series. But then there's also, you know, humans that have different kinds of abilities too. Like for instance, the main character in this series is something called a spiker, and it is just so interesting. I love this series. It's very unique. It's not something I've read before. So again, this is called the Sundance series by C.P. Ryder, with the first book being Spiked. So if you guys have made it to the end, I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for waiting so long for this video. I apologize. Hopefully there's not this long of a wait. Again, I'm really hoping that this snow crap is done because I am over it. And you know, if you guys have read any of these series, let me know what you thought down in the comments, or you know, if you do end up reading them, come on back to the video and let me know what you thought. I'm really interested in to see like what people think of the recommendations that, you know, I'm making. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, it's cool. Thumb it down. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you'd like to hear more recommendations of, you know, series, books, authors, and of that sorts. Yeah, and I think that's it. So thanks guys, and I'll see you in a few days. Bye.